What's going on, people? How you guys feeling today? It's your favorite boys. You're rocking with STS and the one and only Chris Park. Today, we're going to hop right into it. What are we talking about today, Chris?
We're talking about the power of the modern day music festival.
That's right.
And how maybe out of control at this point with how powerful they're getting, right? What we're starting to see is a lot of extremely powerful clauses in the contracts that these people are putting out when artists sign up that's actually preventing them from being able to play other festivals and certain time frames and radiuses. It's called the radius clause, right? And it's causing some issue and some concern among artists in the industry right now. The big thing that sparked this whole thing was Coachella. And Coachella 2018 is talking about a radius clause that's extremely constrictive. That's preventing artists from being able to play other festivals and other venues even close by within a certain time frame. Right. And honestly, it comes to beg the question, you know, when is it becoming not worth it to play in these festivals, right? When is the opportunity squandered away when you're missing out on other opportunities because you're going to take this one? And that goes for any festival at all, right? Because a lot of these major festivals are starting to put these radius clauses in, and even smaller festivals are starting to do that type of thing. So as an artist, it's your job to go through that contract and really understand what you're getting into. And if you don't, hire somebody who does. Find an attorney. Find somebody who can look at that contract for you so you know exactly what you're getting into, because you don't want to put yourself in a position where, you know, you play this festival and then now you're going to be losing out on other opportunities that could potentially be better opportunities for you. You know what I mean? Like you said.
You just got to know, what's the festival? What are you trying to do? Right. Where you at? You know?
And if you do decide to do a festival or any kind of show, utilize the momentum that you're going to get from that in a way that's going to build more opportunities for you.
It could be,
you know what I mean? And have a plan ahead of time for how to do that. Because you can't just go play a festival and then expect all of a sudden now you're just going to be a known artist everywhere just because some people saw you. Most of those people probably aren't going to remember you after that festival, right? So you have to utilize that opportunity and build on that momentum and leverage that into other opportunities to open yourself up more doors down the road.
I mean, to be completely honest, what that's doing is just protecting their bottom line as a production, and it's eliminating all risk. So I don't have a problem with it personally. I think it's
I agree.
It's
a smart business move.
With it, right? You know, I think it's smart. You know what I'm saying?
That's business.
I mean, they invest a lot of like the companies AEG Live and Live Nation are the world's two biggest festival promoters, and so they've got all this risk involved, you know. They got to pay for the venues, they got to pay for the insurance, they got to pay for the licensing, they got to pay the artists up front. So they've got all this money invested into it even before the festival even happens. So they're going to control every single piece of the outcome that they possibly can.
Make sure there's maximum ROI.
Exactly. Something as simple as the weather could destroy their entire production, their entire festival and event. So they got to lock things in place to really just cover their asses, you know what I'm saying?
So as a business move, it's a smart thing to put these radius clauses into place.
I think what it's going to do, it kind of makes the competition tougher for indie festivals, because, you know, they just got to get creative and smart on how they're going to recruit talent if a lot of these other artists are locked into radius clauses, but I guess that's just the name of the game.
Right. I mean, that's all you can do as an artist is weigh your opportunities and pick the best one. And when you pick that opportunity, don't waste it. You know, make sure that you leverage every opportunity to the maximum that you can. And there's a lot of information about how different artists are doing that on the blog at streamersinternational.com. We have some pretty specific examples of some people who are really using these opportunities to the best and utilizing this to build streaming revenue on top of show revenue, on top of merchandise sales, and creating multiple streams of income.
You get the right connect, team, manager, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you could like just do festivals all year and not even go on a tour or do your own shows. You just do. I mean, I think Outkast, all they did was festivals for one whole year, one time. I think they did like 40 festivals in 1 year. So, I mean, it's getting to that point where festivals are just an integral part of not only the global concert industry, but the music industry in general. So it's a definite norm and a definite, you know, revenue maker in our business. So just like streaming, festivals aren't really going anywhere either.
So you definitely want to be a part of that. Just know what you're getting into. Make sure you're aware of the radius clause and make sure you know exactly what it's going to prevent you from doing in the future.
That's the point.
That's the point.
Check us out.
Be on the blog, Streamers International, and make sure you're here for the next episode.
We'll be back
next time.